Okay, hey, I'm Paulo again. Uh, this is my last video. This is the third part of the exam. And for last in this topic, I'm going to talk about social media. Well, um, social media. Well, let's start. Social media is something in. Well, I really know a lot of things about social media because I think that my generation is the one that is like growing up with the social media. And we're like the pioneers. We're the ones that really are really close to the social media. I'm not saying that the old people and for example my parents they do not know anything about social media, but obviously we know we the teenagers. I think that we know about a lot of things more of social media. And well, that's the reason of that. It's not really hard to think. Maybe it's just because, as I told you, it's like if we born with the social media, it's like we're really close to it. And also it's something that I think that it's something that it identifies our generation. So well, I'm going to tell you a little bit of what do I know about social media. How do I spend my time in social media, and what things you can do with social media. Okay, well, first, as you know, there are a lot of like there are a lot of there are a lot of apps of social media that you can use nowadays. Like, I'm gonna tell you the top four, the most popular apps that are Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, and Instagram. And actually, yeah, maybe I will sound a little bit basic, but that kind of apps are the only ones that I use right now. The one that I use the more, I think that it's Instagram for sure. Well, Instagram and WhatsApp, but WhatsApp it's just like yeah, it's obviously it's kind of it's part of social media, but it's more just like to answer messages, like to stay in contact with the people that you love, to I don't know, to talk with a friend, to talk with your parents, to talk with your family and everything. And well, Instagram it's the real meaning of social media, I think, because Instagram nowadays have everything. It has it has everything. It has now they have implemented more things because well, I'm gonna tell you the story of Instagram. Instagram was of a really smart guy that is called that his name is Kevin Systrom. And well, he was obviously a genius. That's the reason why he created Instagram. And since he created Instagram, he started improving more things. He started to um, yeah, to improve some certain things about the app so that people can start using more Instagram. Because at the first at the beginning of everything, for example Snapchat, people use a lot more Snapchat because of the filters and everything. And Kevin Systrom, that is a real smart guy. He implemented also the filters. He started like not stealing, well, yeah, it's not stealing like the content of the other apps, but just stealing like the ideas, but in a different way. And that was something that it was really successful for him. And well, Instagram, as you know, right now it's like the top. And I will say that it's like the most famous app right now. All the famous people have Instagram. Not all the famous people have Facebook, for example. Even that at Facebook, it's also a real cool app. But yeah, Kevin Systrom, he created Instagram. He started improving some things. He he just did what he needed to do. And then as a smart guy, he has a family and everything. And I don't know right now how old is him, but I know that he's young. He's not a teenager, but he has to have for maximum like 30 years or something like that. And then he sold Instagram to Mark Zuckerberg, that is the owner of Facebook. That it's I think that he's also even more intelligent than Kevin Systrom. I'm not saying that Kevin Systrom is not intelligent, but as you know, Mark Zuckerberg is one of the most richest people in the world, and well, he created Facebook even after that Kevin Systrom created Instagram, but then Kevin Systrom sold Instagram to Mark Zuckerberg. That he's like the giant of the business. He's like the he's like the beast. I mean, and well, Mark Zuckerberg has bought a lot of apps. Like also now he bought WhatsApp, he bought Instagram, and probably in a few years he's also going to buy Twitter, because Facebook is like the giant of the market. Yeah, for sure. And Kevin Systrom sold Instagram because he really wanted to spend time with his family. He said actually, I will sell Instagram because I just wanna visit all the world. It was his dream since he was a kid. He wanted to visit all the world, and he sold Instagram to start to start going to trips with his family and visiting new places, visiting new countries. And now he's, well, obviously he the money is the money is not something that he's going to need one day, because I don't know for how much price does he sold Instagram, but I know that for sure it was a lot of millions. So he has enough money to 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 travel to all the world for all his life with his family. And I think that that's really cool. That's something that it's like a dream for everyone. And well, Instagram actually it's my favorite app in social media. And then the one that and then it's also the one that I use the most. WhatsApp I also use it, and Facebook just Facebook I just to use it a lot more, but like a couple of years ago, because I don't know. Right now, yeah, it's not boring Facebook, because obviously if you obviously every time you wanna I don't know, spend a good time, and you just wanna laugh with some memes and everything, with some memes and everything, you should go to Facebook. But it's not like Instagram nowadays. Instagram, it's like the real monster of the market. And well, I will say that I actually like spend probably 3 or 4 hours a day in my cell phone checking in between WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I mean, in general, I will say that I spend like 3 or 4 hours a day. Yeah, I know it's a lot. There are people that use more social media than me, obviously, that they spend even a lot more hours. I think that, yeah, for me it's a lot, but as a teenager and as a person of this generation, I think that I'm like in the standard. I'm not bad. I'm not. I mean, not. It's not that I'm not bad, but what I what I wanted to say is that I think that it's something kind of normal for me in this generation. And well, speaking also with Avery, it was something really interesting that I know that well, I know this because of my cousin. He lives in Seattle, Washington, and when I have visited him, when I have went to Seattle, I have seen him that he uses a lot Snapchat. Snapchat in the United States, for sure, it continues to be like the most famous app, even more than Instagram, I think, because that's like their daily chats and everything. It's in Snapchat. But something that was really interesting about Avery and that I wasn't expecting is that he never uses social media, and that doesn't make him weird or nothing. But yeah, I was expecting him to use like a more social media, and even more Snapchat, because I know that in the United States Snapchat is the top. And he told me that he never uses social media. Just probably he visits Instagram 2 or 3 times a week. Oh, that's more a lot more less than I use Instagram, because I use it daily. He just uses it like 2 or 3 times a week, and he never uses WhatsApp. Sometimes he just well, in the United States they don't use WhatsApp a lot. They use messages, the normal messages. And well, as I told you, I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, well, at the end, it's something that it's really normal, and I think that it's something also cool, because he spends more time with probably with his family, or doing exercise, or doing a lot more things that are probably more not interesting, but that are like better. Because I don't like to say this, but it's the reality. When you use social media, you waste a lot of your time. So, in conclusion, I think that yeah, it's okay to use social media, but I think that all has to have like the with a limit, you know. It's okay that you use social media, but you don't have to be an addict, because there are people that all the time uses their all the time is in the phone, and it's like at the end it's like an addiction. So, well, in general, I think that it's okay to use social media, but remember that everything always have to have a limit. So, this was everything. I hope you enjoyed my third part of the exam, and thank you for everything.